Okay, on to Seneca. 1. Delectate. Something delights you, just as in the way that you're writing. Optime, this looks like a vocative. Lucilius, another vocative. Lucilius, you best of men. This is what delights you. Sicily, and your duty or your work of being a procurator who's at leisure, and it will continue to lot, as is the future here, and it will delight you if you want to continue intra suas fanes, inside these boundaries, and you're not trying to looks like head for imperium. You don't want to bring about a lot of imperium for yourself. What is just a job as a pure procurator. So stay within your own limits as a pure procurator, and don't try and become a emperor or something. Facturum's a future. Non dubito. I don't doubt that this is the way you'll be in the future. You will control yourself. I know how much you are. There's a subjunctive there. How you are alien to this type of ambition or any ambition. How familiar or how much you are a follower or you believe in letters, being a lettered man and leisure time. So he doesn't think they'll be going over for power. Desiderate, let them desire this confusion maybe, or the crowds of things and of men. These people who don't know how to suffer themselves, tolerate themselves or control themselves. Let these people who don't know how to control themselves, they can seek the crowds of people. For you, with yourself, it happens, or it's known that you are very excellent, you're optime at being with yourself or in control of yourself, something like that. 2. Neither is it Mirum, not surprising. This happens, istud happens to a few people. We are imperiosi for ourselves, and we are molesti to ourselves. So we're trouble to ourselves and imperious to ourselves or something. What have we got? Correlatives modo. So now is with love of ourself, and sometimes we labour with tadio, which is tedium, or boredom, that sort of thing. And we've got correlatives again, now and now. So now we inflate ourselves with arrogance and proudness. Our unlucky mind, we inflate our lucky mind with this arrogance. Now we distend it, so we bloat it up with cupidate, which is desire. And now we're going with correlatives alias. So we've gone now, and then we've gone now. There we go. Now sometimes we lassimus, we relax ourselves or loosen ourselves with pleasure, voluptate. And in other times, now, we are exurumusing, we are burning with anxieties, which is the most miserable thing. It's the most wretched thing. We are never singular. We're never really alone with ourselves or something. And so, Newcastle, it's necessary, assiduous, that we be constant, as a rixa means it's a brawl type thing. So, contubernalia, these are like tent mates, as the literal word for it. So it's such a great contubernalia, and such a great of being together of these vices is a rixa. So there's conflict from looks like all these vices all being together or something. 3. Fac ergo, make it then, vocative, my Lucius, what you're accustomed to do. So he's got to do what he usually does. There's 2 facts there, facere. You from the crowd, as much as you are able, quantum potes, imperative, separate yourself from the crowd as much as you can, lest you praebias, lest you offer your flank or your side to these adulators. These are flatterers and sycophants, I suppose. Artifices sunt, these are artists to gerundive, to take captive their superiors, in their flattery, I guess. Equal to them, even if well you beware, you shall not be. So you shall not be equal to them, even if you beware very well. But believe me, if you were taken in, you were handing you yourself over to betrayal. Prodeotono, that's betrayal. 4, something plural. Hoc in se naturalis. So flatteries, blanditia. Flatteries have a natural thing in themselves. Even when it's rejected, it is pleasing. So even if you reject flattery, it's still pleasing to you. Often exclusa, if you shut out or exclude the flattery, novissime, in the end, you accept it, you receive it. Hoc enim ipsum imputant. 4, when it imputes it or counts this flattery to itself, what it's repelled, ne quidem. It is not even able to sabiki, to treat this as a contumely, as an insult. So if you reject a flattery, it still counts this as something for itself because it's not able to be considered as an insult. Incredible it is, what dictorissum, what I'm about to say, but nevertheless it is verum, it's true. We got ea and qua correlatives. So quisque, each thing or each one, when it opens itself up, maxime, this is in where it's sought. So anything that's left open, an unguarded place, this is sought for. For perhaps, for this reason, ideo, because it's open, this is why it is sought. So flattery is trying to make inroads. 5, sic ergo formare. Thus therefore, shape it up or think it over, that you know that you are not able, it's not able to follow, that you are impenetrable. So basically think about that you know well and truly that what follows is that you're not impenetrable when you will be wearing everything. So when you're on your lookout for everything, you're still not impenetrable. Ferius, it's a passive. You will be struck through your ornamenta. So I guess that's armor and such things. Alias, so someone claims secretly. We use the ablative. We use adulation or flattery. What's that? Adverb maybe. Sparingly. Another out in the open, parlem. It's the opposite of clam. So making itself open openly, or evidently, simulating that it's rusticate, like a rural bumpkin or something is doing it, as if it is simple and not an art. So feigning that it's just a clumsy attempt at flattery when it's really something deeper. Plancus, looks like a proper now. The artifacts, the artis maximus before Vitellius. So must be someone they all knew called Plancus. He was saying, or he would say, it should not be occulte, it should not be secret, nor should it be dissimulated, nor should it be made a pretense, blandiments or flatteries. I guess that's a typo. He says it'll perish if it lays hitting. Pracara means looking for suitors. So your blandamentum, your flattery, seeking a suitor or someone, it will perish if it lies hidden. So it should be not hidden. So it should be out in the open. 6, an adulator, a flatterer, when he's deprehensus est, when he's caught, profix, he benefits the plurumum, he benefits the most or a lot. Even then, if he's objurgatus, if he's castigated, then he's gaining more, especially if he erubits, if he blushes. Okay, so here's a daily dictionary, consequi up there. Usually these adjectives mean following, comes from a deponent verb. To follow, go, come after, attend, pursue, etc. Okay, where were we? Futurus multos. So in the future there will be many Plancuses in your persona. Cogita, looks like an imperative singular. Think about it. And what have we got? Another imperative. Don't be praised, and don't think being praised is a remedy for such evil. Okay, so think on that. Here's some guy, Crispus Passienus. What have I got? Who I knew, nil. There's nobody more subtle in all types of rebuses, in all matters, and especially in distinguishing and of curing or correcting any vitis, any vices. Often he would say, don't claudere the ostium, don't close the door, but operare, but open it for adulation. And indeed, thus, just as in the way which you're accustomed to, because that close the door to a girlfriend, an amicae. So that's it for today. It's the door which, if she bangs on the door, it's grata est, it's favourable. But it's even more favourable if she breaks the door at the end.